Success doesn't shout, it whispers daily in small, repeated steps. Everyone in the village knew Aaron as the boy who failed at everything. His shoes were always a size too small, his homework never quite right, and when it rained, he was always the one who forgot to bring an umbrella. But something happened on the morning of his 17th birthday that would change not just his life, but the lives of thousands. It began with a single pebble. Aaron stood barefoot on the frosty stone steps outside his family's worn cottage, watching the sunrise as he did every morning. But this time he noticed something he hadn't before, a small, smooth pebble resting perfectly at the edge of the top stair. Almost glowing in the golden morning light, it felt intentional. He picked it up, turning it over in his hand. "It's just a rock," he whispered, but something deep inside him replied, "And yet it's here, just like you." He didn't understand why, but he slipped the pebble into his coat pocket. That day, Aaron made a decision, simple and quiet. He would start doing one small thing each day to make his life just a little better. Nothing dramatic, nothing loud, just small things. The kind of things no one notices until they add up. Day 1, he made his bed. It took 2 minutes, but when he came home from school and saw the neatly arranged blanket and fluff pillow, he smiled. If I can do this, he thought, what else can I do? Day 7, he started waking up 10 minutes earlier. Enough time to stretch, to breathe, to listen to the birds. He wrote in a little notebook. When the morning and you on the day. Day 21, he began reading 1 page of a book every night. Just one. But by the end of the month, he'd read 2 entire books. He didn't think he could love reading until he tried in small, bite-sized pieces. You don't need to climb the mountain. Just take the next step. The villagers noticed. Not all at once, but over time. The boy who failed at everything started looking different. He stood straighter. He spoke with more thought. He smiled more often. One afternoon, Mrs. Elsie, the shopkeeper, watched as Aaron neatly folded the brown paper around his groceries, aligned the corners perfectly, and tied the twine with the precision of a craftsman. "You've changed," she said, handing him the receipt. He shrugged, smiling. "I just started treating small things like they mattered." Success is not about doing big things someday. It's about doing small things every day. The pebble jar. By month 2, Aaron had a jar. Every time he completed a small habit, a page read, a 10-minute walk, a journal entry, he dropped in a pebble. He didn't count them. He didn't need to. The sound of each pebble hitting the glass was enough. A soft clink that whispered, "I showed up again." One day, his younger sister Kira watched him drop a pebble in. "Why do you do that?" she asked. "To remind myself that effort matters," he replied. She looked up at him with wide eyes. "Even little effort?" "Especially little effort," he said. "Because little effort doesn't feel like much until you realize you're standing on a mountain made of tiny stones." Storms will come. Not every day was perfect. Some days Aaron forgot. Some days he didn't feel like trying. But the beauty of small habits is that they're forgiving. He didn't punish himself. He just began again. Success isn't in never falling. It's in how quickly you stand back up. One winter morning, a blizzard knocked out power in the village. Trees fell. Roads froze. The bakery burned down from a lightning strike. People panicked. Shops closed. Families huddled in the cold. Aaron? He knocked on doors with a cart full of chopped firewood. Brought food from his pantry to neighbors. Helped rebuild the bakery brick by brick. How did he do it? Years later, when asked, he answered, "I didn't decide to be strong that day. I've been training for it with every pebble, every page, every walk, every morning I made my bed." The habit tree. Years passed. Aaron became a teacher, a mentor, a speaker. In the center of the village now stood the habit tree, grown from a seed he'd planted the day he turned 18. Under its shade sat a bench, and beside it a stone plaque that read, "Plant small habits. Water them daily. Someday they will grow into trees strong enough to shelter others." Children would come and sit beside him, asking, "How do I become great like you?" He'd smile and hand them a pebble. "Start with this." The boy who failed became the man who led. No one remembered the Aaron who forgot umbrellas or failed his tests. They remembered the man who never missed a chance to be kind. The man who showed them that greatness isn't about being born extraordinary, it's about doing ordinary things with extraordinary consistency. They remembered the clink of pebbles in a jar and how those tiny sounds echoed louder than applause. You don't become your goals. You become your habits. Success doesn't crash into your life like thunder. It arrives softly, like sunrise through a window built by the thousands of tiny things you did when no one was watching.